everyone, it's Yuka here, bringing you Flashback for the group stage of Worlds 2018. After 4 teams joined from the play-ins, the 16 best teams in the world took to the stage in Busan, South Korea. 51 games took place over 8 days to decide who would qualify for the quarterfinals. Let's see who made it. To kick things off, let's get you started with what went down in Group A. The Korean second seed, Africa Freaks, found themselves in trouble from the get-go as they dropped a game to Europe's G2 Esports.
And G2 will take down the Africa Freaks!
And it got worse for Africa as they also fell to the claws of Taiwan's Flash Wolves. But with their backs against the wall, Africa finally came online in Day 4 to pick up their first win in commanding fashion.
And it's Zeros in the back, going to be taken down by Kuro, who finds that explosion! The crowd roars!
From there, Africa didn't drop a game as they aced their decider day test for a perfect 3-0 score, while also getting some revenge on G2 to grab first place in Group A.
Kramer is able to take down the marksman on the other side.
That meant Group A's second and final seed was up for grabs between G2, Flash Wolves, and Vietnam's Phong Vu Buffalo. Phong Vu Buffalo were knocked out early on decider day after getting trampled in their first 2 games. With Phong Vu out, that left Flash Wolves and G2 Esports to face off in a tiebreaker after they both finished with a 3-3 record. Once G2 picked up an early lead, they never let it slip as Hjarnendinger hunted down the Flash Wolves to punch G2's first ever ticket to the quarterfinals.
Come out on top, the crowd shows their support.
Now that we've seen Group A, let's check in on the infamous Group B. The Group of Death lived up to its name as the first 3 days were filled with some of the most insane matches of the entire tournament. Everyone was shocked when Europe's second seed took down reigning world champions Gen G on the first day.
Vitality will take them down!
And despite all the critics, North America's third seed Cloud9 became the talk of the tournament after their insane comeback win over Vitality.
C9 makes the comeback happen! Are you serious? What a game!
While China's Royal Never Give Up's unstoppable team fighting put the rest of the group on notice. By decider day, it was neck and neck and the group was completely up for grabs. Unfortunately, Korea's Gen G were forced to give up their crown as their title defense ended early at the hands of North America's Cloud9, guaranteeing that this year there will be a new world champion lifting the trophy. And after taking out Gen G, Cloud9 did the seemingly impossible by outgunning Uzi and RNG for a huge win.
They're done! Cloud9 knocked out RNG!
Europe's Vitality weren't about to let the North Americans have all the upset fun as they welcomed RNG to the League of Draven and set themselves up for a critical match against Cloud9 to see who would be getting out of Group B.
Vitality pick up the win over Royal Never Give Up!
But when push came to shove, Cloud9 wowed with a clean macro play that was enough to dispatch the European upstarts and seal a spot in the quarterfinals.
And Cloud9 pass the Group of Death and qualify for the quarterfinals!
And of course, Cloud9's work is not done. We've talked about them and Vitality all day.
With both Cloud9 and RNG moving on to knockouts, it came down to a tiebreaker to see who would grab first and better seeding. In true Group B style, it was complete madness, but once the dust settled, RNG had just enough to come out on top and secure first place in the group, while knocking Cloud9 down to second.
Performance for Royal to regain their throne as the #1 seed in the group.
After the craziness of Groups A and B, Group C was a much more straightforward affair. KT Rolster came into Worlds as Korea's #1 seed, and they wasted no time in showing exactly why with tight shot calling and cohesive team fighting. But China's Edward Gaming were hot on KT's heels, and with the help of some nifty outplays, they kept pace with the group leaders.
What was that?
It even looked like EDG might take the Group C after they ambushed KT Rolster for a hard-fought win on Decider. Yet, it was the Korean powerhouse KT Rolster who deftly took over to lock down first place in Group C, while China's EDG grabbed second. Last but not least, we wrapped up the group stage with Group D. China's Invictus Gaming came out of the gate hot, dominating every team in their group on the way to a blazing 3-0 start.
How many kills are they going to pick up? Will it be? And Koala's already gone. A big front line is there. 2 kills in for Jackie Love. Look for the third as PK holds the front line.
And Europe's Fnatic wasn't far behind, and off the back of flawless play from their superstar mid laner Caps, they were only a game behind IG heading into Decider.
It's happening again!
That makes 4.
After both Fnatic and Invictus dusted off the rest of their group, Fnatic had a chance to force a tiebreaker with a win over Invictus. And Fnatic did just that. Thanks to an explosive performance from Reckless and some smooth team fighting, Fnatic dominated Invictus to force a tiebreaker for first place. It all came down to one last battle for first place. And Fnatic's Broxa kicked things off when he acted free of doubt to pull off one of the sickest outplays in World's history.
That was gorgeous!
Broxa is an absolute monster!
And from there, it wasn't always easy, but Fnatic found the fights they needed to beat the odds and seize a hard-fought first-place finish and knock Invictus down to second.
5 versus 1, Jackie Love versus the world, and he simply cannot do it. And Fnatic will fell Invictus. They will take the #1 seed into the quarterfinals.
The incredible second day here for Fnatic.
Now, the top 8 teams will proceed to the quarterfinals. The matches begin on October 20th and 21st at 1 p.m. local time in South Korea. So check what time that is for you in your time zone, because you won't want to miss it.